You're listening to Mr. Save a Home, Becoming an Agent Tour.
Good afternoon, good people. I am your host, Navid Moosa of Becoming an Agent Tour here at Mr. Save a Home. Yet another day from the house, from the home office, because of the stay-at-home order. I'll never in life me understand how alcohol is essential and real estate is not, but it is what it is. So what I want to get into and talk about is delegation versus pawning off. And for those who are members of teams, those who are either an admin, a buyer's agent, a list agent, a team lead, marketing, whatever, if you're in a team environment, you'll want to listen to this one. Even if you're thinking about getting into a team environment, you'll really want to listen to this one, because something I think with us having in PA having to stay home and work from home and do a lot of our transactions this way, something I've learned about myself is the difference between delegating tasks and pawning off on tasks. And I think if we are the Navid Moosa team over here and the Mr. Save a Home team rather, and my name's on it, right? So my team needs to understand that they can rely on me. They can rely on me on especially on these kind of times. At least that's my opinion. I think anybody who runs or has a team, your team needs to know you're there for them, not just financially, but you got them mentally, especially at times like this, because you can get inside your own head when you're home all the time and you're forced to work this way, and which is, in all honesty, I think this is, I don't know what week it is, but it's actually getting a lot better than I anticipated, and it's becoming a lot more fluid. That's a different topic, but in general, what I'm learning about myself is there was tasks that, yes, I was delegating, but there's other tasks that I was pawning off. And there was a small task. So for example, we did a Zoom meeting today, but it was just with me and my team lead that was there. It was just us two on it. And I started texting him saying, hey, can you set the Zoom meeting up? And I was like, well, why do I have to ask him to do that? I can do it, right? And it sounds so small and so trivial, but that's what I'm talking about. Is some of these small things that, you can do some of the things yourself. And I think as a team leader, you should go back to do some of the smaller tasks that you used to do. And I think, in my opinion, something as small as that, setting up a Zoom meeting for a quick call just for him and I, it was my idea. I want to do it. I can set that up. I don't need to have him do it. It's one thing if you're having your weekly meetings, with your team or with your staff, and then it's like, yeah, hey, listen, I need your designated role is to coordinate whatever it is to coordinate, and in this case, meetings. And so that's a whole different thing. But with something like this, it's a small thing, and I don't want to harp too much on that. But the point is that the smaller things of, hey, can you go ahead and set this up? And can you go ahead and grab that for me? And can you run over here for me? Just those little small things. Now is the time to start doing those things again. You do them yourself, rather. Now is the time for you to kind of humble yourself, if you will, and do the tasks that you used to do. And I think it kind of reminds us of where we came from, if you will, in this business, of how we didn't really start on a team automatically or create a team automatically, how we just did it ourselves. And we would ask a fellow agent or the office administrator or the office manager to help us with this or help us with that, to ask this question. We were solo. And we got to this point because of being a solo independent contractor. It's funny because we're independent contractors, yet we don't rely on ourselves independently. We rely on our teams. And that's for some of us, obviously not all of us, but I think you get the point. But this is again the time to reflect and not get in your feelings, but reflect and be like, I used to do this. You know what? Let me do it again, just to refresh myself. Let me do it again so my team knows, hey, if you want to take a vacation, don't feel you can't, because who's going to do your job? We have people. You have me. I can do that for you. I used to do that. And it's always good to let your team know, reassure them that, yes, there's an ME in team for me. But you know what? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with you reflecting on you reflecting on me, and be like, okay, let me do these things. Let me take care of these things. Because like they say, you can't have team without ME, right? So remember, stay humble, stay hungry, And the top 4 things of always: never chase the money, always chase the deal, do good by your client, everything else will fall in place. Take care, guys.